All right, good morning and good evening, Mr. X's class. So we're here to talk about the word release, level 4 word for today. So release has two meanings. Two main meanings that we put at the top of the card, plus there's another meaning that we put as a word family. So the two meanings at the top of the card are verb meanings. So one meaning is to let someone or something come out of a place where they have been trapped or held. So it could be like an animal that's trapped and you let it out. It's often used for prison. If someone's in prison and jail, when they're released, they let them out. Let somebody out, or let something out. Another one that we've not up here, but we could talk about is related to this, is emotional. People talk about they release their emotions. It's like sometimes if you're holding your emotions inside and you don't tell anybody, maybe if you're stressed or angry, but you're keeping it in yourself and you don't tell anybody, when you finally tell somebody, you could say you release your emotions. Similar idea, let something come out. You let your emotions come out. So that's not a physical thing coming out, but it's the same kind of idea. And another meaning of release is to make something available to the public. So that could be like a book, a movie, music. When they release it, it's like the first time when you can buy it. When you first can buy it. Like they release a movie in theaters, you can watch it in theaters. They release a CD, you can download the music, you can buy the CD. So the sentence is for literature is the bookstore celebrated the release of the Twilight book with a big party. So sometimes if there are big books that are famous books that are being released, they'll have a party to try to get people excited to come and buy the book. Release can be a noun too. The release is just the same thing, but it's a noun form. So like the release of. So the prisoner, let's see, the release of the prisoner was is planned for Friday or something. So they're going to release him. That's the action. You could say his release. The same thing, but it's a noun. So release, liberar. Release, noun, could be like su liberación de prisión. I don't know if you say that in Spanish exactly, but that's the idea. That's a noun. Same word, written the same way. Written the same way. It has a noun meaning and a verb meaning. It's the same word. So as I said, sometimes, I'm not sure if this was the right choice, but to not have too many definitions at the top, we took some of the ones that we thought were less common and we put them down here. But it is the same word. It has three meanings, really. 1, 2, and 3. This is another meaning of the word release. Released, it can be an adjective. So describing the released prisoner. Released prisoner, you could say something about the released prisoner. The prisoner that was released, let's say. So synonyms, liberate for definition 1, and I want you to add this one. I think for definition, we should have a synonym for definition 2. And you can add, these are two antonyms. Trap or imprison. I think those are good to add because, so synonyms, liberate for definition 1, publish for definition 2. Antonym, hold, okay, like to keep somebody in, but also trap or imprison I think could also be antonyms. The opposite of letting somebody out is putting them in prison. So I put two sentences. One could be when a prisoner is released from prison, he or she sometimes has trouble finding a job. And then the second one is, people get very excited about the release of new albums by famous musicians. So are there questions about release? Okay, thank you very much for watching and thank you for filming.